So I had a client reach out to us actually late last night, and I thought I'd wait till this morning to cut a video, asking about new businesses. What comes first? Do I do the contracts first? Do I organise the legals? Do I do the DA? When do I go to the bank, etc.? And I thought I'd get a bit more detail, cut a quick little video to help a lot of people out, because a lot of people at the moment are starting to reopen, get things organised, get moving. There's been a lot of opportunity, a lot of new businesses we've been able to open up, and clinics, etc. And I wanted to give you guys the information to make sure that you can make the right decision at the right time, in the right order, and get ahead as best as possible. Bit chilly today, but anyway, yeah, look, plenty of different ways to do it. I guess the main thing is this: you want to make sure that you've always got the legals in place, you've always got the right structures in place, and that type of stuff. First and foremost, that's obviously really crucial. But the challenge that you're going to actually that I wanted to just mention is the fact that sometimes, and this has happened many times with a lot of clients as well, business is only put together because of opportunity which people actually have. So let me explain it a different way. It might be that you've got a really good opportunity, you want to open a new centre with one other person or two other people, but you're only doing it based on the fact that these opportunities come up. I mean, I did that about 15 years ago with a business partner. And if the opportunity didn't go ahead, then we weren't going to actually then launch that business. So in that situation, there's no use going and spending $1,600 or $1,800 putting together a new business, doing all the legals and that over a couple of days, if the agreements and the structures aren't going to be needed because the business isn't actually going ahead anyway, right? So in that situation, you have things agreed to with the potential business partner, ready to rumble, and then you get the agreements so that you know what the business is going to operate, the clinic is going to happen, etc. And then you can go ahead and get the structures done, because the structures and legals around a new company with one business partner or two business partners takes literally 24 hours to get done. So it's actually really simple and quick process to do that. So you want to make sure that opportunity is there, all right? But in most situations, if it's a business that needs to go ahead regardless of that specific opportunity, then do your legals first and get that done. Any half-decent accountant, solicitors can actually do it. It's very simple, whether it's trust, whether it's proprietary limited. Make sure that the right paperwork is in place first and foremost with yourself and the potential business partners, and then you can step forward from there. The other part there that you were asking was in regards to the DA. And where that comes into the process of a new clinic, business, venture, etc. Well, again, it's about being a little bit creative. The way I feel you should always do it is get your structures in place, have all the legals in place. Very simple and easy to do that with the right people. If you need any help, reach out, I can help you out. Then from there, you get the agreements regarding the new location. If you're going to be in a medical centre or something like that, then sure, go ahead and get all those agreements. If it's a new centre that you need to do yourself with DAs, then yeah, what you would look to be doing in that situation is have those agreements to like buy the clinic or rent the clinic, etc., based on DA approval. All right, and that's the crucial thing. Sorry if there's a bit of wind about, but that's a crucial thing, because and I did this actually with my very first clinic. You know, if you're putting something out there for $600,000 or $800,000 and you're buying something and then needing to be able to modify things as a net result, you don't want to be you know, putting $800,000 out for a mortgage on a house or something like that if you're then going to not be approved for DA. So you put the sale of the property with an extended settlement based on DA approval with council. And that's something that's really simple and it's really easy to do. Councils are very accepting and it happens a lot. So then if you are going to buy something for 500 grand, $1 million, $2 million, doesn't matter what it is, you're actually in a situation where you can actually make sure you protect that investment, so that if the DA through council doesn't go through and they say, no way, we're not having a medical centre there in the middle of the swamp, I don't know, bad example, but you get what I'm saying, right? If they knock it back, then you still don't have to actually then proceed with that that loan to buy the clinic or the business and that type of stuff as well. So you just have that the purchase based on DA approval. So hopefully that's answered your questions. I always make sure the legals and everything are in place, and make sure that when you're doing this with business partners that you, and this is what most people miss, you have the right exit strategy in place. so many, 2/3 of business partnerships go belly up somewhere during the life of that. You need to make sure you've got the right exit strategy in place. I know it's a bit of a doom and gloom thing to think about at the start, but hey, you have to do it and you have to make sure that you're protected as well. So hopefully that helps. Get your structures right. If there is a complexity there that you're only starting this new business based on the opportunity that's presented itself, then I would make sure that they do both of them at the same time, get the opportunity ready to rumble, and then you can go ahead and set up the company with trusts and units and proprietary limited and ABNs and all that literally within 24 hours, and then you can sign agreements. If you're not in that situation and it's going to happen anyway, then good, go ahead, get the legals in place, do that first, go and get those buys or loans and that in place ready to go, but have it subject to DA so that if you do need to pull out because of whatever reason, you do have an escape clause to pull out without completely screwing yourself up. Hope that makes sense, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, man.